Hi everybody, this is Pam and Ernest at NCTE, and we've just written a book. It has just come out this minute. Actually, you're seeing one of 3 copies.
Exactly, yes.
So Ernest, will you say a word about the book?
I think that the most important thing that that brought us to this book is wanting to move away from thinking of children as having deficits and struggling to seeing the beauty and the brilliance and the intellect in kids, and how can you take a strength-based approach to thinking about children, but also teaching children to be super readers. So this is not just a mantra, but it's actually a mission for us. How do you make every child a super reader? Because we believe it's possible.
Yeah, and this idea that Ernest is talking about, the 7 strengths, is we created a model for how teachers, how all of us as educators, parents too, can really create ways to talk about the strengths that are already inside our children and what we can do in the environment to make the environment even stronger for them as readers. Because reading takes a lot of, it's hard and it's courageous, and so we want the environment and the child to feel matched up in the sense that everything feels like it's coming from a place of what's already strong inside that person, and we've built this whole system around that, really.
Yeah, I mean, it really starts with belonging, right? How do you help a child to belong to a community of readers so she feels like not only is reading something I do, but a reader is who I am? How do you develop kindness in kids and help them to understand that it's not only important to take care of yourself, but to take care of others? And how do you do that in the context of reading? Or what does it mean to develop friendship in the context of reading?
Yeah, and courage and confidence also. This idea that we sort of assume people already just, it's like, well, everyone sort of knows when that happens, but those moments, those really small moments of when courage happens in a child's life, or in a child's reading life for that matter, and confidence too, that something is shifting and changing, we want to call attention to all that, put a spotlight on the affirmational and not on the deficit. You know, this is really, you always remember the things someone told you that they loved about you much more than you remember, actually kind of put out of your mind, the things you that somebody might have said that called attention to your deficit. You much prefer, and you grow into when somebody says, hey, I noticed in that moment you were a reading friend, or you were really strong in that moment, and then you say, I want to do more of that. You know?
Yeah. Another one of the strengths is curiosity. We think that every child is born with a natural curiosity around the world, and too often school doesn't tap into that. Reading is the pathway to exploring curiosity. So we talk a lot in the book about how do you tap into that natural curiosity, how do you select text around that, what about the activities that you're doing with the books that you're reading, to allow kids to see reading as like a launch pad, right, into this world of ideas and possibilities.
And hope is a big one for us in terms of thinking about how kids grow. That a sense of hopelessness as a learner, a sense of hopelessness as a community member is a very, very challenging. And a sense that you can say, what are my hopes and dreams as a student, as a person, as a reader, as a writer? This idea of hope as a strength, hope as something you can actually cultivate, is something teachers can take action on, and parents and grandparents too. And that's one of the 7 strengths as well. Yeah. I think we covered the 7 strengths.
Yeah, we're just hoping, literally, that every teacher, every literacy coach, every administrator, even every parent has an opportunity to connect to these ideas, that together this is our collective mission for the future of our children, but also the future society.